Instruction without education is like a good for nothing to being useless because you should know the difference between education and instruction. Tons of people are instructed but still they do not have education to begin with. This is the very problem in our society, which makes like judging just by the fact that we got a bright mind like Albert Einstein and we can do anything we want, being like a PhD and stuff, president, police officer, and whatever. But all of these things are good if you want to become a great man in the society. Just by instruction, I think is not enough because it gotta take also you to have a education background. You have to have education, in a daily basis in order to deal with people, the tough people. Because it doesn't matter how instructed you are, if you don't know how to interact with your neighbor, how can you handle the problem situation surrounding you? Like the consequences are gonna be like a devastating because you don't know how to control your real persona. I mean, I'm gonna explain myself. Let's say take an example of a CEO of a great company who are really kind of course, just by being CEO, that means there's not kind of any tiny of doubt that he is instructed. But yet, if there's no education in that man, I think is good for nothing, is useless because there gonna be time that he have to, convince the customers that the product are really kind of rotten. And I mean, there's a time that they have to explain why the accident happened. So in order to approach your customers, you have to have, this feeling being, meek. You have to be meek, not bad tempered, because in our daily basis, we're already frustrated. We already got stressed in our lives. So in order to, calm down all of this situation, you have to be well educated. Instructors is not just the only thing we should got. If you get, I mean, if you're gonna live better in now daily society. I mean, in our society, daily life. Well, so there's a tiny and subtle difference. So if you know that, I think it can help you out in your day by day interaction with the people, with your neighbor, your surrounding. So be instructed, but also don't forget to be educated. Because just say that our society people got a great mind, even like Albert Einstein, even more than Albert Einstein IQ, but still, if they don't have education, they won't have a tolerance to hear other people's opinion. They won't be tolerant enough to also agree with other people's conception or amend ideology, philosophy, or every sphere of life, conception of or some kind of preconception of things that they acquired from their